Boys and girls watching, today is poetry and drama time. So I'm going to need some helpers in just a little bit. But first, let's do some poems. Class, stand, and let's do The Fish Were Made to Praise Him. Are you ready? The fish were made to praise Him. The rain was made to praise Him. The birds were made to praise Him. And we can praise Him too. Oh, how come I feel like I'm the only one that's saying it? Can you help me? Let's try it again. Boys and girls watching, thank you for joining us. I hope that your friends here will help me with these poems too. Here we go. The fish, there you go. The rain was made to praise Him. The birds were made to praise Him. And we can praise Him too. The mountains were made to praise Him. The water was made to praise Him. The stars were made to praise Him. And we can praise Him too. See how much better it sounds when everybody does it together? It does. It sounds so much better. Get out your fiddle. Are you ready? Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such a sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Oh, nice job. You may be seated. Oh, there's a little egg that has cracked. How come it cracked?
Humpty Dumpty.
What happened to him?
Fell off the wall.
He did. He fell off the wall. So let's talk about it. Are you ready? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Jump back up. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Good. Sit down. That was so fun. Now, we've done this one before. Do you remember this one? I'll do it for you first just because we haven't done it in a really long time. But it's so easy. We even did an art project like it. Listen to this one. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a big fat hen. Are you ready? So when we buckle your shoe, you can stay in your chair. But then the rest of it will stand up. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a big fat hen. Good. You may be seated. Oh, that's so fun. Well, I have some brand new poems for you. Maybe you've heard this one before. Listen to this one. It's called Old King Cole. It's very funny. Listen to this one. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his cup, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers 3. How do you like that? Yes, every fiddler had a fiddle, and every fine fiddle had he. Tweedledee went the fiddlers 3, and so merry will be. Now that gets all twistedly tongue in my mouth, so we're just going to do the first part today, okay? Listen again. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his cup, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers 3. Okay, let's see if we can try it. Are you ready? Here we go. Get out your Old King Cole. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his cup, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers 3. Good. You may be seated. A fiddle is kind of like a violin. It's kind of like a violin. It's just a little bit smaller, and you play it like a violin. So we could play it like a violin too. Okay, let's try it again. Class, stand. We'll say the poem, Old King Cole. Here we go. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his cup, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers 3. Good. Sit down. Now, I have another one for you, and it's so fun. It is. Listen to this. See if you know what this is. I often sit and wish that I could be a kite up in the sky and ride upon the breeze and go whichever way I chance to blow. So how could we ride upon the breeze and go? What's the breeze?
By the wind.
By the wind, that's right. This is called a kite. So listen again, a kite. I often sit and wish that I could be a kite up in the sky. I ride upon the breeze and go whichever way I chance to blow. All right, listen. Okay, so we're going to get our kite out like this. Okay, everybody get your kite. Good job. Okay, here we go. I often sit and wish that I could be a kite up in the sky and ride upon the breeze and go whichever way I chance to blow. All right, stand up. Are you ready? Now, actually sit down because this first starts off where we're sitting down. So here we go. I often sit and wish that I could be a kite up in the sky. Now stand up. I'd ride upon the breeze and go whichever way I chance to blow. Oh, so fun. You may be seated. Have you ever seen a kite up in the sky? Yes. Oh, it's so fun to watch. Let's look at this picture. You see this picture? See, there's a little boy and he's sitting there. Maybe he's the one that's thinking about this poem, that he's sitting there and wondering whichever way he would blow if he was one of these kites. There's some, looks like a mommy and some children are out there and they are flying their kites up in the sky. It has to be a good windy day for that. When it's a nice windy day, sometimes you could go down by the beach because it's usually windy down by the beach, and you could go down there and fly your kites. Oh, that's so fun. It really, really is. Well, I thought it would be fun. We have been learning about a little rabbit. Peter Rabbit. That's right, about Peter Rabbit. And Peter Rabbit got himself in a lot of what?
Trouble.
A lot of trouble. So I thought it would be fun, though, if big trouble. So I thought it'd be fun if we acted out Peter Rabbit. So I'm going to need some actors. So first I need a mama. I need a mommy rabbit. And so I need a mommy rabbit who's going to talk really loud. So let's see. Who could be Mama Rabbit? Who could talk really loud? Johanna, come. You're going to be Mommy Rabbit. She just talks for a little bit, and then she goes sits down. So come help Mrs. Stewart. Okay. Once upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits. So come, Mama, stand right here by Mrs. Stewart. Okay. And so I need 3 girl rabbits. So let's see. I would like for Bethany to come and Lauren to come. So here's Flopsy, Mopsy, and I need a Cottontail. Let's see. Kyla, come. You get to be, there you go. And then there was who?
Peter Rabbit.
There was Peter Rabbit. That is right. So I would like for Carter to be Peter Rabbit. Will you be Peter Rabbit for me? Okay, and I'm going to need a Mr. McGregor in just a minute. So they lived with their mother in the sandbank underneath the root of the big tree. Now, my dear, said old Miss Rabbit one morning, you may go to the fields down to the lane. So Johanna, or Mommy Rabbit, say, you may go to the fields. But don't go to Mr. McGregor's garden.
But don't go to Mr. McGregor's garden.
Say, your father had an accident.
Father, accident.
Say, he was put into a pie.
Was put into a pie.
Oh, no. He was put into a pie. And say, now run along.
Now run along.
All right, so the 3 girls, Flopsy, oh wait, I always keep forgetting. So Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, you guys hop along and you go hop and sit on the floor back there. You go hop along, you stay here. All right, now Mama had some jobs to. She was going to go to the market because she wanted to go buy a loaf of bread and 5 currant buns. So she's going to go off to the market, so you can go back to your seat because that's where the market is. But where was Peter Rabbit going to go?
Into Mr. McGregor's garden.
Yeah, Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, who were good little bunnies, went down to the lane to gather blackberries. But Peter, who was a very naughty, ran straight away to Mr. Gregor's garden and squeezed under the gate. So I want you to run around this table and then come back and squeeze under my arm. Are you ready? Go. He ran under the garden and squeeze under. You got to go under it. Whoa, he's squeezing. There you go. Good job. All right. So now he's in Mr. McGregor's garden. First, he ate some lettuce. Eat some lettuce. Put it in your mouth and eat it. There you go. And then he ate some string beans. There you go. I like that. And then he ate some radishes. Oh, my goodness. And then feeling rather sick, he went to look for some parsley. So come look for some parsley over there. Oh, But around the end of the cucumber frame, whom should he meet? But
Mr. McGregor.
let's see, who could come be Mr. McGregor? How about William? All right, William. Mr. McGregor was on his hands and knees planting out young cabbages, but he jumped up and ran after Peter and said, "Stop, thief." So run around table 2 again and say, "Stop, thief."
Stop, thief.
Say it real loud.
Stop, thief.
Stop there. Okay, come back here. You got to run around one time. Peter was most dreadfully frightened. Go, "Oh." Okay, that didn't look frightened. Nah. He rushed all over the garden, for he had forgotten the way back to the gate. He lost one of his shoes among the cabbages and the other one among the potatoes. After losing them, he ran on 4 legs and went faster and faster and faster, but he got caught in the gooseberry net. And then he lost his buttons. It was blue jacket with brass buttons, and it was quite new. Peter gave himself up, and the big tears started to sob. Mr. McGregor came up with which he intended to pop on top of Peter. But Peter wriggled out just in time. So wriggle out, leaving his jacket behind him, and he rushed into the tool shed. So run around again and come back to the tool shed. And he jumped into a can. So come sit right here. Jump in the can. Pull your legs up. Pull your pull your knees up and your feet up on the thing. There you go. Now put your head like this. There you go. Okay, so you're hiding in there. If he had not, let's see, sorry. And he rushed into the tool shed and jumped into a can. It would have been a beautiful thing to hide in if it had not had so much what in the can? Water. There was so much water. But Mr. McGregor was quite sure that Peter was somewhere in the tool shed. Perhaps he was hidden underneath a flower pot. So he started to look carefully. Start picking up water pots and start looking. Pretend. Go like this. Say, "Nope, nope, 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 nope." Presently, Peter then sneezed. Say, "Kerchoo." Oh, good. Mr. McGregor found him, and so Peter jumped out of the window. So stand up and jump out of the window and run. Run, 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 run. Then you can come right back to me. Foot upon Peter, we jumped out of the window, upsetting 3 plants. The window was too small for Mr. McGregor, and he was tired of running after Peter. Say, "Oh, well." Say, "Oh," put your hands up and go, "Oh, well."
Oh, well.
And he went back to his garden. So you can go back to your garden. Peter sat down to rest. He was out of breath. Go. There you go. After a time, he began to wander about lippity-lippity, not very fast. And looking around, he found a door in the wall, but it was locked, and there was no room for a fat little rabbit to squeeze under. And an old mouse was running in and out over the stove step, carrying peas and beans into the family into the woods. Peter asked her the way to the gate. Let's see, I need a little mouse. Let me see. Mila, come be the little mouse. But she had come here. Say, "Do you know which way the gate is?"
You know what way the gate is?
But you have a pea in your mouth, and so, She had a pea in her mouth, and she could not answer. She only shook her head at Peter, and Peter began to cry. Aw. So you can go back now. Thank you. Then he tried to find his way straight across the garden, but he came more and more puzzled. Presently, he came to the pond where Mr. McGregor filled his water cans. A white cat was staring at a goldfish. So he saw a goldfish, and he saw a cat, and there was a turtle. And but then he went back toward the tool shed, but suddenly, quite close to him, he heard the noise of the hoe. Scratch, scratch, scritch. Peter scattered underneath the bushes, but presently, as nothing happened, he came out and climbed up on the wheelbarrow, and he peeped over it. So peep over the wheelbarrow. So go like this. Go over the wheelbarrow. Mr. McGregor the first thing he saw was Mr. McGregor. His back was turned to Peter, and beyond him was the gate. Peter got down very quietly off the wheelbarrow and started running as fast as he could. Run as fast as you could. Mr. McGregor caught sight of him, but Peter didn't care. He slipped under the gate again, and he ran as fast as he could outside of the garden. Mr. McGregor hung up the little jacket and the shoe for the scarecrow to frighten the blackbirds. Peter never stopped running and looked behind him until he got home to the big fir tree. He was so tired that he flopped down upon the nice soft floor of the rabbit hole and shut his eyes. His mother was busy cooking. Oh, where's my mom? Where's the mother? Come on, mother. Come over here and pretend you're cooking. Just stand over here and cooking. She wondered what he done with his clothes. It was the second little jacket and pair of shoes that Peter had lost. I'm sorry to say that Peter was not doing very well that evening. His mother put him to bed and made him some tea, and she gave him a dose of it and one tablespoon to be taken at supper. But Flopsy, Mott, and Cottontail, come on, hop back. All right, you can come stand by Mom and turn and face your friends. There we go. But Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail had bread. Go ahead and eat some bread and drink some milk. And blackberries. Say, say, this is delicious.
These are delicious.
And what do you tell Mommy for making that for you?
Thank you.
Turn around. And blackberries for supper because they were good little bunnies. Okay, stay right here. All right, Peter Rabbit, come. And Mr. McGregor, come. And the little mouse, come. And Mommy, come back up here. And let's give them a round of applause. That was so fun to act out Peter Rabbit. All right, bunnies, you may hop back to your seat. You can hop. Little mouse, you may go back to your seat. And Mr. McGregor, you can go back to your garden. Good job. Oh, that was so fun. Way to go. Let's do our Old King Cole poem again. Are you ready? Here we go. Class, stand. Old King Cole was a very old soul, and a very old soul was he. He called for his cup, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers 3. Nice job. I like that. Here, let's do 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a big fat hen. Oh, I like those poems that you do with me. Now, here's one that we need to do to help us get some wiggles out. Class, stand. What is our body made of? Hinges. All right, help me say our hinges poem. I'm all made of hinges and everything bends from the top of my head way down to the ends. I'm hinges in front and I'm hinges in back. If I didn't have hinges, I surely would crack. Oh, great job. You may be seated. Oh, I love acting out poems and getting to act out the stories that we've been reading in our school. I love this hard work. Boys and girls watching, I hope you had fun watching your friends act out Peter Rabbit today.